Keep your radio tuned in on Destiny Radio. This is Destiny News.
Nagbabalik po ang Destiny News Live. Siyempre, dito pa rin yan sa 96.7 Destiny Radio. Sa lahat ng mga ka-Destiny natin na lalabas ng bahay, siguraduhin nyo may dala kayong payong or anumang pananggasa ulan para iwas sakit. Diba? Importante yun tayo yung nag-iingat ngayong maulan ang panahon. Pero tagal-tagal na nakalipas. Ngayon lang nakaranas ang ulan itong ating lugar tsaka itong lungsod ng Lucena, no? Doon sa mga chikiting napapasok kapag binabaha ang school, sabi nung DepEd, kapag nasa na rin ng mga magulang kung papapasukin nyo yung inyong mga anak sa eskwelahan, di ba? Lalo na po kung yung school nyo ay mga binabaha, nako, wag na papasukin para iwas sakit. But anyway, ngayong umagang ito, makakasama natin sa kabilang linya, di ba? Pag-uusapan natin ngayon yung about itong tungkol sa foreign divorce. Ito ba ay nire-recognize dito sa atin sa Pilipinas? Malalaman natin yan sa pamamagitan po yan ni Attorney Francesco Celestial Britannico. Attorney, good morning. Kumusta na po? Attorney? Naku, teka lang, nakaano pala ako. Hindi naman ako nakamute. Okay. Nawala si Attorney. Tawag ulit tayo, ha? Tawag ulit tayo. Ayan. Attorney, nasa na po kayo? Teka lang. Ulitin natin, ha? Ayan. Teka lang, wala pati ating bed music. Maganda rin ang tangan, no? Alam mo, kasi importante malaman natin, halimbawa, kayo, nagpa-divorce sa ibang bansa. Yun ba ay, sabi nga ay i-honor dito sa atin sa Pilipinas kapag narito na kayo? Yan. Okay, connected na ba? Attorney, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Bert. Can you hear me?
Yan. Narinig na po kita. Okay.
Yeah, very good. Magandang umaga sa inyo, sir.
Good morning, Attorney. Baka pwedeng mo uli yung video cam. Para naman makita po yung inyong sabi nga ay kagandahang lalaki, Attorney.
Sige, let me turn on the device.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yan. Ayan, Attorney. Okay, sige, set ko lang po, ha. Attorney, ngayong umagang ito, pag-uusapan natin dito yung foreign divorce. Ano po ba ito, Attorney?
Yes. Sa Pilipinas po, as we all know, wala pa rin tayong divorce law except sa Muslim, sa Sharia law marriages.
Mm-hmm.
So, ang nangiiwan po sa atin, typically, the only way to end the marriage in the Philippines normally is through death or through annulment or declaration of nullity na court case. Pero yung isang exception also is pwedeng magkaroon ng recognition of a divorce if the divorce was obtained outside of the Philippines and one of the spouses was a non-Filipino at the time of the divorce. So, sa ating family code po, meron tayong exception doon sa no divorce rule na kung nangyari ang divorce sa labas ng bansa at ang isa sa mag-asawa ay hindi Filipino nung panahon ng divorce, pwede pong ma-recognize sa Pilipinas yung divorce na yun. Pwede mabigyan ng visa.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-divorce kayo, dito kayo kasal sa Pilipinas tapos nanirahan kayo sa ibang bansa, tapos doon kayo nagpa-divorce, pwede po ba yun?
pwedeng kung kinasal sila sa Pilipinas or kinasal sila sa ibang bansa, tapos ang nangyari yung divorce doon sa ibang bansa, as long as one of the spouses was a non-Filipino at the time of the divorce, pwede pong ma-recognize yung divorce na yun sa Pilipinas through a court case again dito sa Philippines.
Okay. Attorney, why is it necessary to recognize a divorce in the Philippines when there is no law allowing it?
Well, there's no divorce law here in the Philippines, but there is a specific provision sa ating family code na ginawa noong 1988 dahil nagkakaroon tayo ng sitwasyon where sometimes there is a foreign spouse, husband or wife, na i-divorce na yung kanyang Filipino na asawa. Tapos malalagay sa anomalous na sitwasyon yung Filipino na divorce na yung kanyang asawa pero sa mata ng batas ng Pilipinas, siya ay kasal pa rin. So, ang ginawa natin sa family code natin noong 1988, gumawa tayo ng provision there na in situations like that, where the divorce was obtained overseas and one of the spouses was a non-Filipino, you can file a court case for the recognition of the foreign divorce in the Philippines para yung status ng Filipino will also reflect the divorce state. Hindi na rin siya kasal.
Attorney, sa Pilipinas, di ba meron tayong annulment?
Yes, meron tayong annulment and that's distinct and different from divorce. Sa annulment, typically, ang grounds nun ay mula sa simula, may pagkukulang or may infirmity yung marriage. Either walang marriage license, walang kakayanan, that capacity actually to get married yung spouses, or something like that from the beginning. Pero for divorce, ang distinction is that sa divorce, pwedeng nangyari yung breakdown ng marriage after the marriage already took place, during not before everything but during the marriage. So kung karoon sila ng alitan o pagkakahiwalayan, ayun po yung mangyayaring reason. Pwede siya maging reason for ground for divorce.
Okay. So ano po yung pero pagka halimbawa parehong Pilipino o walang involved na foreign na asawa ganon, pag nasa Pilipinas ka kinasal and doon na kayo ninirahan sa ibang bansa, doon na kayo nagpa-divorce, pwede yun?
Kung nagkaroon ng divorce overseas between two Filipinos, that might be valid in that country, let's say Canada or United States, sa mata ng bansang yun ay valid siya. Pero sa mata ng Pilipinas, hindi po valid yun. So sa mata ng Pilipinas, ay yung dalawa ay kasal pa rin.
Kasal pa rin. Okay. Pagka sa ibang bansa, attorney, ang divorce, gaano katagal?
Depende sa sitwasyon, but in other countries, it can be a few months. In others, it can be take longer. And then yung process naman sa Pilipinas, once that divorce is obtained overseas, pwede magsabit ng documents to a Philippine court proving that the divorce took place. And then the process here can take about 1 year to 1.5 years para matapos yung court case for recognition of foreign divorce dito.
Ano po yung process sa filing ng petition for recognition ng foreign divorce? Ano po yung pagkakaiba?
Yes. So, first of all, kailangan nangyayari na po yung divorce sa ibang bansa. Let's say sa Estados Unidos or sa Japan or sa Canada or sa Italy or wherever it might be. Kailangan nangyari na po yung divorce. And then the documents from that other country proving that the divorce take place must be obtained. That means yung certified copies ng divorce decree. And then, kailangan din po natin ng pruweba na yung divorce law ng bansa na yun ay they allow divorce. So, kukuha po tayo ng official copy or ng divorce law ng kabilang bansa. And then, yung petitioner na let's say yung Filipino who wants to get his or her divorce recognized in the Philippines, they need to sign yung petition and have it notarized. Usually, kung nandun sila sa kabilang bansa, kailangan nila ipanotarize yan sa Philippine Consulate at saka yung kanyang affidavit. Kasi papadala po dito sa bansa, sa kanilang counsel, sa kanilang lawyer, who will file it doon sa regional trial court ng ating dito sa Pilipinas. Ipa-file sa korte, tapos magkakaroon po ng process. Yun po yung magiging simula ng trial process. And after that, it will take about 1 year to 1.5 years. I can detail the process, but basically, yun po yung gist. Yun po that's how to start it.
Yung ganyang proseso po, parehas lang po ba yan ng annulment tsaka nullity ng marriage?
Meron siyang similarity in the sense that pareho silang court case. Ang main difference niya is that the grounds are very different. Usually sa annulment cases, ang ating grounds ay tinatawag nating psychological incapacity. Sinasabi natin na from the beginning, one or both of the spouses did not have the capacity to fulfill their marital obligations. And then you have to prove that to the court by proving the history of the couple that from the start pa lang ay may pagkukulang, yung may walang kakayanan na tuparin ang kanilang mga obligasyon sa kasal, yung isa or pareho sa mga kasal. Whereas sa recognition of foreign divorce, all you need to prove is that the divorce already happened overseas and that it is valid. Once you're able to prove that, and you're able to prove that at least one of the spouses was a non-Filipino, then magagrant po yung recognition of foreign divorce if you're able to prove that. Compared sa annulment na medyo subjective siya in a sense na you're talking about the psychological makeup or the psychological character of one of the spouses and then the judge has to decide. Pero dito sa recognition of foreign divorce, all you need to prove is that the divorce took place and one of the spouses was a non-Filipino at the time of the divorce. Yun lang po.
Attorney, ano yung kadalasang nagiging sabi nga dahilan para magsampa ng divorce or annulment? Yung pangkaraniwan.
Pangkaraniwan po sa kung nagkakaroon pa ng hiwalayan yung kasal, whether there's personality conflicts or there might be all other sorts of pressures, it's also possible that because in the case specifically of recognition of foreign divorce, there might be culture clashes. Dahil po, of course, kung if one of them is a non-Filipino, then baka hindi nagkakaroon ng pagkakatugma ultimately sa kanilang pakikitungo sa isa't isa or just the fact of separation. Dahil po, marami po tayong mga pamilya na matagal na pong isang asawa ay nandito sa bansa tapos yung isang asawa naman ay perhaps OFW or matagal na pong established sa kabilang bansa at nagkakaroon ng parting of ways sa kanilang mga personalidad, sa kanilang pakikitungo, and there can be all sorts of things involved, of course, like third parties might happen, there might be financial pressures and all the right.
Okay. Ito yung pagka ba nagkaroon na ng final na desisyon na sa divorce, pwede na agad mag-asawa?
Well, kung magkaroon po ng divorce, ng recognition sa foreign divorce, after you go through the court process, you present your evidence to the court, and then the court issues a decision granting recognition of foreign divorce, then at that point, yung decision should first become final. That means walang mag-aapela, including yung ating gobyerno, kasi because the government has an interest in the institution of marriage. And then, kailangan po natin iparegister yung court decision sa PSA. So, after the court issues a decision, kailangan maging final siya. Once meron ng certificate of finality yung korte, pwede din itong isubmit doon sa local civil registrar natin. Let's say, kung nag-file ka ng kaso sa Pasig City, or sa Lucena City, or sa Makati, or anywhere else, i-file mo sa local civil registrar. And then, ipoprocess yan para masubmit sa PSA, yung national office. Kapag na-register na po yung court decision, at that point, clear na po sila para magpakasal kung gustuhin nila.
Hindi na lalabas sa PSA yung married ka?
Lalabas po, pero yung lalabas sa marriage record is even though there was a marriage, mayroon siyang annotation na nakalagay na a Philippine court has already recognized the divorce. So final po yung divorce.
Sa atin po ba sa Pilipinas, attorney, meron na bang mga, sabi nga, mamabatas na nagsulo nitong divorce na ito na magkaroon tayo ng divorce?
Oh yes. For the past some 10 or so years, every time may bagong kongreso na na-elect, yung ating congressmen have actually been passing the divorce bill. And yung ating lower house, yung House of Representatives, kung saan yung mga congressman natin at congresswoman, when practically every time may election, napapasa na po nila yung divorce bill. Yung ating House of Representatives, the congressmen approve the divorce bill, pero yung counterpart nun, dahil bicameral yung ating kongreso, meron tayong congressmen, meron tayong senators, kailangan yung senators will also approve it. And all this time, yung ating Senate has not approved the divorce bill. So even though for the last 3 or so congresses, every time may election, this past 2022, 2025, 22, 2019, 2016, napapasa po actually yung ating divorce bill. The congressmen approve it. Pero pag hindi siya ina-approve yung counterpart niya,
Senado.
yung senators natin. Most of our senators still have declined to approve the divorce bill, kaya wala tayong divorce law.
Matagal na panahon, no, Attorney?
Yes. Meanwhile, maandar po yung buhay ng mga tao. So if they are really nagkahiwalay na po sila, I would not suggest na antayin nila magkaroon ng divorce law dahil mukhang talagang our senators, they simply have not taken it up. So either they must file for annulment or they must go for recognition of foreign divorce if that's available to them. But I would not suggest na they can expect that the Senate will do something soon. It's just mukhang yung makeup po ng Senate natin hindi po nag-iiba sufficiently for it to be approved.
Parang ayaw nilang maniwala sa divorce, ano, Attorney? Yung ating mga senador.
Nag-iiba po sila doon sa congressmen in that sense. The congressmen, majority po nila ay pinapasa na po nila, they agree with that, but the Senate does not.
Okay. Attorney, ano yung benefits once the recognition of foreign divorce is granted by the Philippine court?
Well, yes. One of them, of course, is that they will have the capacity to remarry in the Philippines. Another one is that yung kanilang property, the status of their properties will be clarified. Because typically, if we own property in the Philippines, especially kung kasal sila, that's by default, it is considered to be conjugal property. So to clarify that property is no longer conjugal, or that if you buy new property, bibili po sila ng lupa or condo or kotse or kung ano man, maka-clarify po na ito ay pag-aari lang ng individual, hindi po ng kasal dahil divorced na sila. Because the Philippines recognizes their divorce, then yung kanilang rights to property, yung kanilang rights to remarry, yung kanilang, if they for example want to adopt, they do not need to adopt with their former spouse because sa batas natin, kailangan kung kasal ka, kailangan if you want to adopt, dapat pareho kayong mag-a-adapt together. And things like that. There's all the concerns where your marital status is important. That is what the recognition of foreign divorce addresses.
Okay. Attorney, meron ba tayong sabi nga specific na data kung gaano karami sa Pilipinas yung naghihiwalay through dito sa atin sa Pilipinas kasi annulment eh. Marami ba?
Hindi ko po masabi kung may specific data. I'm sure there's social studies researching that and statistics. What I can say is that yung annulment cases, marami po talaga umaandar na annulment cases sa Pilipinas for different reasons. But because of how difficult it can be to obtain annulment, because in principle, it must involve a infirmity that already existed at the beginning of the marriage, marami po rin pong mga marriages na that would not qualify for annulment. But considering na yung ating Kongreso mismo, yung ating House of Representatives, which at the local level is what deals with yung kanilang mga constituents, aware din po sila na for maraming Pilipino ang naghahanap ng divorce or asking for divorce, and that's actually why the congressmen have been passing it all this time. So at the local level, the congressmen themselves are well aware that this is something that people have asked for. It's just that at the national level, hindi siya na-approve.
So, sa ngayon, Attorney, sabi nga natin, ano yung pwede yung, sabi nga, maging payo sa ating mga kababayan gustong, pwede ba, halimbawa, Hindi rin lang magkairito yung annulment sa Pilipinas. Punta muna sila ng abroad, doon na lang sila magpa-divorce. Pwede ba yun?
Well, sa gagawing ganun, like we discussed here, that will only be recognized in the Philippines if at the time of the divorce, one of the spouses was a non-Filipino. So if you have a situation where, for example, nagsettle sila sa Canada, and at that one of them obtained Canadian citizenship or one of them obtained US citizenship, and then that person filed for divorce, then in that situation, yung divorce can be recognized in the Philippines because yung reckoning point natin is what is the citizenship at the time of the divorce, not at the time of the marriage. So kahit kasal sila bilang Pilipino, kinasal sila ng Pilipino sila, pero noong naging Canadian or American na yung isa, saka nagkaroon ng divorce, that divorce can be recognized in the Philippines. But if both of them are still Filipino and they obtain a divorce, let's say in Hong Kong or in Guam, hindi po yan marirecognize sa Pilipinas. That might be valid in those countries. It might be valid in Guam, it might be valid in Hong Kong, in China or the US. But it cannot be recognized here in the Philippines if at the time of the divorce, both spouses were Filipinos.
Last na po ito, attorney. Paano yung simbahan, kasal sa simbahan? May epekto ba yan?
If somebody gets married sa simbahan sa Pilipinas, whether it be the Catholic Church or a different denomination or a different religious ceremony, that marriage is valid in the Philippines. In fact, yung ating mga priests, yung ating mga reverend and ministers, meron silang part po ng kanilang trabaho is when they celebrate a marriage, sila po yung magpapasubmit doon sa civil registrar ng marriage certificate. Kaya may marriage record tayo. So meron silang dual function in that they have the religious function and they also have the civil recording function. So kung makasal po tayo sa isang religious ceremony sa Pilipinas, that is a valid marriage. And that will also have not just a religious, but also a civil or legal effect. Now, if somebody obtains a divorce overseas, that can affect the legal or the civil aspect of the marriage, but insofar as the religious aspect is concerned, let's say sa simbahang Katoliko, kasal pa rin po sila sa mata ng simbahan. So, kung gusto po nila nang i-address yung kanilang Catholic marriage, they need to obtain a Catholic annulment, which is distinct and different from the legal process. So, may sarili pong proseso sa loob ng simbahan that does not affect or is not affected by what the legal aspect is. So, kahit ma-dissolve mo yung inyong marriage sa batas, yung marriage ninyo sa ilalim ng simbahan ay kailangan po yung pare at yung simbahan ang kausapin kung paano po i-address yan. Pero legally, pwede na po sila mag-remarry sa at least sa matas ng bata. Ng batas. Sa matas ng batas.
No, parang civil wedding.
Yes po. Civil aspect in terms of property and legal relations and parental custody rights sa mata ng batas ay pwede na po silang ikasal ulit if they obtain the recognition of the foreign divorce.
Okay. Attorney, baka meron pa kayong gustong ilagdag or panawagan sa ating mga kababayan?
Well, Sir Bert, if this is an aspect that people have further questions on, we would say first of all na it's important na malaman nila yung kanilang sitwasyon at ma-address nila yung kanilang mga pangangailangan. We'd be happy to address any questions here. So they can find us on our website, lawyerphilippines.org, if that's something that they want to discuss. But in terms of whether this is helpful for them, then we're very happy that we can give this information.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney.
Salamat po, Sir Bert. At sana po ay mas gumandang oras at panahon natin.
Oo. Sa maraming sa iyo pa mga pagkakataon, Attorney, siguro marami pa tayong mabibigyan ng information ng sabi nga ay linaw sa ating mga kababayan sa mga susunod na araw.
Salamat po and magandang umaga, sir.
Thank you, Attorney. Yan po ang ating sabi nga ay... Teka lang, ayos ko lang ito yan. Nakakwentuhan natin ngayong umagang ito about divorce. Foreign divorce. Hopefully, yung ating mga kababayang sabi nga ay merong hindi magandang pag-asama ngayon, at least siguro meron tayong idea kung anong gagawin. No? But anyway, sana naman, wag naman mangyari sa ganun. Ano?